Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on back to, of course, another LEGO Mixels review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Series 4 new Infernites. So, of course, we have had Infernites before, but this is a whole new wave of Infernites. So, in this one, we got, like, two different new clans, the Orbitrons and the Glowkeys, but we also got a repeat clan in the Infernites. So, the Infernites are now going to be 6 members strong, which is pretty cool indeed. Nonetheless, the set number is 41532. It is a 59-piece set, and of course still comes in the traditional Mixels bag, which is great. I like that. I know a lot of people don't, but I think it's awesome. I think that if they put them in the boxes, that would probably raise the price, and that would not be good. So I like it the way it is. I think it's great. Nonetheless, of course, you can also see the little Burnard logo right here, which is quite lovely indeed, along with the little rip tab to open it up. And then, of course, on the back of the packaging, we can see the new Infernites Max, which is the combination of 3 of the new Infernites, which is, of course, Burnard, Meltus, and Flameser. And all 3 of these lovely fellas come together into Infernites Max. And he does look pretty cool. I really, really like the shape of this one. It looks very bulky. Almost looks like a giant, like, fire extinguisher that actually, I guess, outputs fire instead of puts out fire. Nonetheless, of course, over here we can also see the rest of the Series 4 lineup, including the Orbitrons, which we have already reviewed, of course, the Infernites, the new ones, and then, of course, the Glowkeys. Now, I will review the rest of the Infernites. We will look at, of course, Meltus and Flameser over the next few days. Then the Glowkeys, and then we'll take a look at all the different Max versions, which should be pretty fun as well. Of course, you can go to lego.com/mixels for additional information, pictures, designs, instruction booklets, all that lovely stuff. So, without further ado, let's go on ahead and assemble Burnard and see what kind of lovely, hopefully lovely, Mixel he is. So you might be actually asking yourself, who is this Burnard fella? Well, Burnard is one giggling, zany, fiery nut who belches fire when he laughs really hard. Alrighty guys, so here's Burnard fully assembled, and as you can see, he is quite a cool and characterful fella indeed. Very, very unique looking for sure in terms of design. I really have to point out, of course, right off the bat, the eyes are really a huge characterful piece on this guy. Really make him stand out quite a bit compared to all of the other Mixels in terms of just being able to get him into a lot of characterful poses just by moving the eyes. Like, you could have him looking to the sides like so, you could have him looking to that side, you could have him as if he just ran into a wall and he's googly-eyed, you could have him looking up like this, you could have lots and lots of different poses with him to give him lots and lots of different characteristics and characterful expressions, which is really cool. Now, as you can see, the actual build, the default way to build him is to have his eyes typically up like this, and then you have this ginormous flaming breath coming through the front of his mouth, which is, of course, a case of whenever he laughs really loud, he ends up belching fire, which is kind of crazy. I definitely would not want to have that problem. That almost sounds like a curse instead of a superhero power, or a power for that matter. But the really cool thing is that this whole piece is actually quite easily removable. So if you don't want to have him belching the fire, you could still have him characterfully expressed just like this, which is really neat. So it's almost like you have two different display values for this guy, and more importantly, you also get the element of almost this little thing almost being like an accessory, which is really nice because we haven't seen that before. Plus, on top of that, you can get even more creative with it, you know, and create it into like a saber or something like that, and have him holding in hand the flame, which is really neat. So you can definitely get around this accessory not always being a fire belt, but it could be another weapon or some sort of tool for him to utilize, which is pretty neat. Of course, it's quite a beautifully done piece of plastic right here with the yellow fading into the orange and vice versa, which is really cool, or the red even. It's kind of orangey red, let's call it that way. Maybe it's yellow fading into the orange and then the orange fading into deep red. So maybe it's actually three colors here that are involved. Additionally to that, you'll notice, of course, a really cool design for his like eyebrow or hair at the top here, the nice ears on the sides, which is really nice. You'll notice that his arms do fold in, which is a bit of a downer. As you know, I prefer whenever we get the joints for them to be like this, the ball jointed ones, because they're just a little bit more diverse and allow you for a lot more posability. But still, these arms at least do have some range, so they fold in all the way like this, almost to maybe pretend like he's actually belching, so that's cool. And then of course you could outfold them all the way to this point. They don't go up and down, so they are stuck in that position as you see them. Now the legs are obviously quite a bit more freedom in those as they move all around thanks to the ball joint, which is quite lovely, so that's definitely great. The feet are designed quite cool with these translucent orange triangles to create almost like a magma-like feel on his foot, which is really neat. Of course, sticking with the theme of fire and flame and all that, that fits perfectly the one and only Burnard. So with that being said, of course, there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's review for the LEGO Mixels Series number 4 Burnard. If you did, of course, don't forget to hit that like button. That really does help me out a ton. If we could hit 300 likes, it would be spectacular. That being said, of course, on the next episode, I'll be taking a look at Meltus. So hopefully that will continue in a positive direction for the new Infernites. Definitely looking forward to checking that guy out. And of course, I do indeed hope that you guys will check that review out as well. Thanks all for watching, guys. Don't forget to have an absolutely fantastic day. Bye bye. See you later, alligators. Peace out.